Yes. Royal father Royal father from Ijona. They have become a thorn in the flesh of Elijah people in Lagos State. The Olorun left Iseyin in Osun State to Lagos. The same way Elijah left Ondo State to Lagos. Oba Ijona is from Ekiti. None of them created Lagos.
Hello, everyone. I just saw this on Area Father Charlie Boy's Twitter handle, and it says breaking news. Indigenous Lagosians seen protesting this morning and accusing the Yorubas of tarnishing their image. Indigenous Lagosians have accused the Yoruba people, that's other Yoruba people who migrated, from neighboring states of causing unrest and bringing disrepute to the true owners of Lagos. We saw this coming. Charlie Boss said, we knew this hinterland news would be a menace to true Lagosians. We already spoken about this coming, and the worst part, Gbadebo Road's Vival, an actual Lagosian, is being called an outcast by some immigrants because he dared to be governor in his own direct hometown. They can't continue marginalizing the indigenous in their in their land. And so 2025, Nigeria's the fight is who is Lagosian, who is not Lagosian, who is this, who is not that, abusing people to the extent now if you are Yoruba and either your mom or your dad is Igbo, okay, if your dad is Igbo, you're already Igbo myself. If your mom is Yoruba, you are called tainted. Hey! If any of you have read Harry Potter or watched Harry Potter movies, where you saw where they said that if you are mogul blood, then you are tainted. If you are not full blood, you are hey Lord Voldemort. This thing, that's the same thing that is literally playing out before our very eyes. And this the saddest part of it, and annoying part of it, the irritating part of it is that even the people who are real Lagosians are not being marginalized in their own Lagos. It's those ones that came from other, neighboring states and all of that, because they are Yorubas that are now claiming that they are more Yorubas than the Lagosians that are Yoruba. I can't even. Gbadebo wrote Vival. You can trace probably his family lineage to hundreds of years behind. In short, I think is it not the city hall that is in Lagos or whatever, it's his family that donated it to Lagos State. As in, this is one of the most prominent families in Lagos, indigenous Lagos. Yet today, because he decided to run to be governor of his own state, and people who are not even from that state have taken it upon himself to tell him that he is not Yoruba enough for Lagos State. If I tell you that I understand all of that thing that is going on, it's crazy. But here we are saying, these people coming out to say, no, you cannot continue to say it. And then there's someone here who just said, he said, perfectly said, I'm an indigenous Lagosian because of our tolerance of the Osun dominate Alausa. Oyo dominates our garages, the Easterners dominate trades, the Osun spearheaded by their godfather Tinubu and gang up against real Lagosians, not to near our power. And the ironic thing of it that most of the people who have been Lagos state governors are actually not Lagosians. They are Yorubas from other states who are coming. You see some who will come and do commissioner, do all of that. They are not really Yoruba. Some of them then go back to their own respective states to run for. There's really nothing wrong with that, you understand? If Nigeria was a place where there was fairness, equity, and all of that, it's not about somebody being persecuted in their own homeland or being marginalized. It wouldn't have mattered. What would really matter is that are the people giving good governance, all of that. But we have a peculiarity in Nigeria. This is what I always say. We have a peculiarity in Nigeria that it's a bit different. And so because of that, we must be, we must take cognizance of these differences and peculiarity and be nuanced in our approach to anything it is, that are being done. Then this person, of course, comes out to say that indigenous Lagosians, my food, area father, now an instigator of tribal conflict, the Benin should also come protest. The ignorance and sheer naivety of people like you is beyond comprehension. You lots got insurmountable problem in your Igbo region. You couldn't just feel them. So this is this kind of person that, the Lagosians are saying, hey, stop fermenting trouble. They also tried to do that same thing in recently with the Oyo of Ibadan when they were doing the no, what did I did? I just say Oyo of Ibadan. Oh my goodness, I think I'm just getting tired. It's Olubadan of Ibadan. Oyo Ibadan in Oyo State. During the coronation, they decided to bring bigotry. It was even GIV going there. If you see the kind of things that they were already saying without their bigotry, Oyo people just stood up and said, "Don't do this. Not our watch. We don't discriminate." And it was such a beautiful thing to see. Wow, Oyo people rally round online to say, don't bring bigotry into our this. So let me even tell you something that I forgot to add. For those of you who watch my videos, where I talked, I think in one of the things that I talked about Oba of Benin, one of the videos I was talking about the Oba of Lagos, where that petition that was written against someone who was doing an exhibition on Owambe, and then the palace Oba of Lagos passed on that petition to the government that they should take action on it, whatever. Guess what? It's a lie. That letter was a forgery. The palace has come out to say that it's a forgery. They didn't put out any letter to the extent you're ready to disrespect your king. You always say you respect. You're ready to disrespect your king by forging your Oba signature and putting it on a letter of bigotry that goes on to perpetuate, bigotry. It's just something else that it's on an unbelievable scale. But we'll continue to watch all of these things as they go on. But one of the things that is for sure is that the only reason why the bigotry that we see today has gotten to the extent that it is today is because there is institutions that are backing it up. We have an institutionalized bigotry that is going on, and the people who bigots are now being emboldened to actually come out and act freely, act in the public, put themselves out there because they seem to have the institutions behind them who want this thing for political reasons, because the more divided people are, the more people are fighting over this thing, the more they're able to entrench themselves politically. But one of the things that these people actually do forget is that politics ends. It's not forever, and it's definitely only a matter of time. As I'm just speaking now, I'm just thinking about the former INEC chairman. Just last week, it was INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, but now it's former INEC chairman. It's 10 years, which is more than the 2 terms that a governor or a president would do. He did 10 years from October 2015 to October 2025. Where at the end of the day, he's out of it. And so these people who are whipping up, tribal sentiments, religious sentiments, and all of that are just for them to perpetuate themselves in office. They forget that one day they will be out of office. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.